Hello everypony and welcome back to another Pony and Wolf Productions video. My name is visualbrony and today I'm recording from under a table. Yes, under a table. I'm trying to remove all that echo, but I can already hear that this will not work very well. So I'm not actually sure if I will use this recording. You know, stuff like this is actually one of the woes of being a YouTuber. Anywho, let's get into the meat of the story and let me actually tell you what we are going to read. The read today is I Didn't Mean to Marry Him, I Swear by Silver Shadows. And as always, here is a lovely list of those lovely people who help keep this channel alive by their monthly donations. And hey, their stuff actually helps me to keep eating and, you know, pay rent and not live in a homeless shelter. So maybe check it out if you want perks like high-quality MP3 downloads of all of my stuff. First and last chapter. It was a lovely evening in Ponyville. The main six were hanging out in Princess Twilight's castle to have a slumber party and, with it, fun. Much to Twilight's delight. Twilight rarely had slumber parties, nor saw her friends as often anymore. All six of them were too busy living their lives as who they were meant to be, although they hung out as often as possible. Rarely did all six of them meet unless there was some threat. Pinky, the party planner, was in charge of planning the games they would play. Applejack was in charge of creating dinner for all six of them. Rarity created lovely decorations for the castle and celebration. Rainbow Dash had made sure it was going to be a clear sky that night, which had taken some approval from the new weather manager as it was supposed to be raining. They had only decided to allow clear skies lest Rainbow decided to attack them, something she looked like she was planning to do according to her facial expression. Fluttershy left all her critters with enough food for the night. Twilight made sure that no pony else was in the castle, not wanting anything to disturb their time together. She easily persuaded Starlight to have a sleepover with Trixie and Spike to have Guys Night with Discord and Big Mac. Twilight looked at all of her friends and gave them a smile. "Thank you for putting this much effort. It wasn't necessary. I would have enjoyed it even if we went on a picnic or just sat down and spoke to one another." "Sure, Cube," Applejack began. "We've been planning this for months with y'all. So it's once in a while, ain't much." Rarity nodded in agreement. "We do love being here with you. You seem awfully busy with your duties these days. Do need some more spa days to relax, darling." Rainbow rolled her magenta eyes. "Enough with the boring, sappy stuff. Pinky, what's the first activity?" Pinky bounced up and down. "Classical good old truth or dare. I'll go first." "But first," Pinky said with dead seriousness in her voice, "I want all of us to pinky promise that they will answer any truth questions with absolute honesty and do any dare that is within our power." All six of them pinky promised, although five of them knew that the sixth was being overdramatic with the game. She looked at all of them one by one, pretending to think very hard on who to choose. Who to choose? Twilight Sparkle, Pinky shouted suddenly. "Truth or dare?" Rolling her eyes once more, Rainbow said, "She's gonna choose truth again." Applejack shot her a quick glare, warning her not to ruin the games they were playing. Rainbow protested. "What? It's true. She always chooses truth." Twilight replied after getting slightly annoyed with Rainbow. "Dare." Then the logical part of her mind started to function again and she realized that she had just chosen Dare from Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie pulled out an egg from her mane. "Excellent." She cracked it open and a strip of paper fell out. Pinky quickly read the paper before managing to put the paper back into egg. The egg reattached itself and disappeared into her mane. Twilight raised an eyebrow. "What's in that paper?" "Well, Rainbow and I came up with a super duper dare just in case you chose dare. By the way, Rainbow, you owe me 5 bits since Twilight chose dare." Rainbow groaned and hoofed the bits over. Pinky put the bits in her mane as well. "Twilight Sparkle, I, Pinkie Pie, dare you to
gets a reject box of letters. Choose one without looking, accept it, and do whatever the letter says.
Twilight gaped.
What? But I clearly rejected them for a reason. A dare is a dare, unless you're going to break a pinky promise.
Pinky said with clear mischief and a hint of warning. The alicorn knew that she didn't have a choice. Facing Pinkie Pie's wrath was worse than any possible thing she could ever agree with. She teleported the reject box from her work table and made it pop up on the table. Pinky decided to mix the reject letters really quickly with one of her hooves, while one of the other hooves blindfolded Twilight with a napkin found on the table. Afterwards, Twilight chose a random letter with her hoof and took the blindfold off. Pinky snatched it away from her.
Let's see what Twilight's gonna accept.
She read the letter.
Dear Twilight Sparkle, it is within my firm belief that we are bound by the stars to become married. I asked all of my servants and they all agreed willingly that we are destined to be together and live happily. I'd prefer to live in your castle so we won't have to see those other annoying princesses. Twilight, you're my stars, and your hero was clearly plenty of fame. I'm more famous. We are fated to be together, married under the dazzling stars. We will share fame together, and since we're both royalty, we will have many servants. I'm also the best. You should marry me in a week. Accept this. We are meant to be. Love, Prince Blueblood.
Pinky looked up to see that every pony else blanched.
What? This is going to be so fun. Prince Blueblood and Twilight are gonna be married.
Twilight gulped.
Pinky? I'll deliver the letter.
Pinky said with a huge smile and failing to notice every pony else still gaping at the letter. She ran off and returned in an hour. Pinky gave another huge smile to the still gaping ponies.
Prince Blueblood is super delighted, although he was being a bit of a meanie. He'll cheer up soon.
Twilight shook her head rapidly.
Pinky, please go back and tell him that I didn't mean to accept the letter.
Pinky began singing, not paying her any attention.
Twilight Sparkles getting married.
Hello and welcome back to Common Time as Visual Pony, where I remind you that you can support Pony and Wolf Productions through the links down in the description below. Every dollar helps is needed and very much appreciated and helps to keep the lights on around here and me eating. So let's get into the meat of the story because I am kinda hungry right now and I kinda would like to go eat lunch. So, what do I think about this? Oh my word. Truth or Dare is actually, it can be really scary depending on who you're playing with. And Pinky making Twilight marry Prince Blueblood? Oh my word, I'd rather be, sent to Tartarus for all eternity. Anyhow, that's all from me for now, and yeah, I am Visual Pony, I am signing off, and hope that this story, as always, finds you well in body and mind.